Hello, everyone. I'm Sign1News anchor Gatry Persaud. If you post an interesting comment during this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. Now let's get a quick look at the top trending stories making headlines today. There has been historic flooding in Washington state, and now about 75% of the homes in the town of Sumas have flood damage. The town is just over 100 miles north of Seattle, near the border with Canada. Check out these photos. They show homes submerged and cars floating in rivers created by the heavy rain. According to the mayor of Sumas, all of its 1,600 residents have been without power for more than 24 hours. But thankfully, there have been no deaths or injuries reported. Again, we want to remind you, if you live in the Pacific Northwest, Sign1News will post any emergency press conferences with sign language interpretation to keep you informed and safe. For only the second time in medical history, a HIV-positive patient has eliminated the virus from her body, completely without treatment or drugs. About 38 million people around the world are living with HIV, and if untreated, can lead to AIDS. But health experts say the woman naturally curing herself gives them hope that one day we could achieve an HIV AIDS-free generation. The only other patient to self-heal of HIV was a 67-year-old woman named Laureen Willenberg. People who have been using TikTok since before October 1st, 2021, could be entitled to money from a $92 million class action lawsuit against the company, which claims TikTok illegally collected and used personal data from its users without their consent. The lawsuit claims TikTok violated both federal law and Illinois law, but you don't have to live in Illinois to claim your share of the settlement. But that state's residents will get up to 6 times more money. People who think they are impacted can file claims here. But because there are billions of TikTok users, don't be surprised if your piece of the pie is tiny. A California judge has ruled Kobe Bryant's wife, Vanessa, will have to submit mental health records to prove in her lawsuit that leaked photos of the crash scene where her husband and daughter were killed caused her emotional distress. And the records must go as far back as 2017. 3 years before the crash. Vanessa Bryant is suing Los Angeles County, and county attorneys say the judge's ruling is standard in cases where a plaintiff is demanding millions of dollars. But Bryant's lawyers say requiring her medical records is a violation of her privacy. Starting this week, CNN released a 6-part series called White Lies. The series investigates the $6.8 billion world industry of skin whitening, hoping to raise awareness about colorism and holding those involved in the skin whitening industry accountable for products and practices built on harmful beauty standards as well as toxic ingredients. Colorism refers to the idea that lighter skin is best, even among people of the same ethnic or racial group. The U.S. and Asian Pacific regions make up a large part of the skin whitening market, and the series hopes to expose the root cause of colorism and invite others to join the global conversation using the hashtag Fighting Whitening. "37 years after the original Ghostbusters movie took the world by storm, a new version is headed back to the theaters. The first movie was released in 1984 and became one of the top grossing films of the year. 5 years later, Ghostbusters 2 was released, but it did not do quite as well as the original movie, making less than half the box office money its predecessor did. Sony attempted a reboot in 2016, but that Ghostbusters cost a reported $144 million to make and only grossed $128 million at the box office. And now, 5 years later, Ghostbusters Afterlife, directed by original Ghostbusters director Ivan Reitman's son, Jason Reitman, heads to theaters on Friday, November 19th. After multiple release delays due to the pandemic. Okay, listen. If you get squeamish at the sight of spiders, we're going to give you a few seconds to turn away. Okay, ready? Take a look at this. This massive, hairy, dark, 8-centimeter spider with inch-long fangs is called a funnel web spider, nicknamed megaspider, and it is the biggest of its kind ever. And trust me, you do not ever want to see one in person. Its fangs are sharp enough and strong enough to pierce a human fingernail, and its venom can kill a human in 15 minutes. So reptile experts say if you see one, run. Sign1News will be broadcasting live updates Monday through Friday. Then this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, join us for a live panel of diverse guests to discuss the hot topics of the week. Again, be sure to post your thoughts and your comments at any time during any of the live shows, and we might even share your comment. A big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters. You help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the App Store or Google Play Store, and you can also watch on Apple TV, Apple Watch, Roku, and Amazon. Thank you. Have a great day.